Good morning. Welcome. My name is Sally Myers, and I'm the founder of the Perris and the Menifee Valley Chambers of Commerce Student of the Month program. I'm delighted to welcome all of you here today. Thank you so much, and welcome and congratulations to our students and the families. I'd like to ask you all to please stand, and Cameron Stevens with Student Venture Club is going to come forward and lead us in our prayer. And our council member, Matt Lessemeyer from the City of Menifee, will come forward and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, Cameron.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, something hit me this morning. I was really quick. I don't want to take too much time. I'll leave that to you guys to do all the talking. But something hit me as I was driving over here this morning that I just had always realized but just never vocalized. That you students, it's kind of an interesting thing how this month you get to represent your school. But if you really think about what we're doing here, for a month, you get to represent your city. And I just thought that was such a cool thought that for a month's time, and really for this year, if you think about it, the exclusive club that you're in, you get to represent the city of Menifee and Perris. And I just thought that was such a cool thing. And I just wanted to share it with you because I keep that to myself. And I talk to myself as I drive, but that's not going to do any good. So I wanted to share that with you, encourage you that way, that you are a representative of not just your high school, but look around this community. It's an amazing thing. It's a special thing to be a part of. So anyways, I hope that encourages you a little bit, but let me open us in a word of prayer and I'll get off the podium. Father, we come before you this morning and we're so delighted and grateful to be here, to celebrate and honor these students who have worked so hard and so well this past school year to earn this honor to be here, to be recognized for all that they have achieved and accomplished through their schoolwork, through their community service, through their activities, athletics, and whatever else that they've done. Lord, I pray that you would just continue to bless them and encourage them as they finish out this school year. Lord, as their high school years are coming to a close and as they look forward to the future that you have destined for them, Lord, I pray that they would just grab a hold tight of all that they've done and accomplished and continue to seek to do that much more. Lord, as they move on to whatever you call them to do, whatever college they go to or whatever they do in life, Lord, I pray, Father, that again, that you would just bless their heart and encourage them and draw them to yourself, Lord, as to hold on to the hope and the faith that they can have in you and all that they do to encourage and bless the community around them. Thank you for the parents and the school officials in this community who have encouraged them. Pray, Lord, a blessing upon them as well in their homes and their businesses. We love you, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Good morning. Please join me in saluting our nation's flag. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you. When you all have finished your breakfast, if you're seated with your back towards us, you're welcome to turn your chair around so you don't get cricks in your neck. So our program is a nonprofit organization, and we began 20 years ago in 1998. And when I think about that, we have several people in the room that have actually been with our program since we started, and it's pretty exciting to think that we have been honoring outstanding students for that long. So I want to thank our community of Menifee and our community of Perris for this amazing support that you have given us. The mission statement of our organization is the same today as it was 20 years ago when we began, and I want to share that with all of you because it is how your son or your daughter was selected for today's award. So we are a local recognition program honoring high school, college-bound seniors for their character, their love of learning, how you all juggle numerous activities from campus activities to community service, from athletics, or persevering through challenging life circumstances, all in a setting that honors God, our country, community, family, and free enterprise. And I don't know where you can go and get it all under one roof, but we do that here at Student of the Month program. And so you're being honored today, not just for your grades, not for all those wonderful hours you have for community service, but who you are as an individual, your passion, and how you've made a difference within your school, your community, and your family. And you're here today to be able to share your story with us. And we get to leave just really full and motivated and full of joy from your story and your accomplishments or how you have overcome. And so it's really an exciting time for all of us sponsors. Our program actually began 27 years ago in Temecula. And then we went from Temecula to Murrieta to Lake Elsinore and Perris, Menifee. And the program idea actually began from a program like this in Moreno Valley. And it's really kind of interesting because a long time ago, back in the late 80s, early 90s, Long's Drugstore partnered with one of the council members in Moreno Valley. And my husband and I own and operate Sizzler restaurants, and we happened to had just recently built the Sizzler in Moreno Valley, so we were actually hosting the event there as a sponsor. And I loved the program so much that I wanted to take it back to my home community of Temecula. We happen to have Sizzlers in Murrieta and Lake Elsinore and Perris, so voila, here we are. So it's kind of a fun story. And what's really neat is that other folks that have really liked this program have started one similar to it in the Hemet-San Jacinto area, in the Banning-Beaumont area, Vista, Escondido, and Carlsbad will be starting one here very shortly. And so it's really exciting to know that what we have here is slowly but surely taking ground and moving on to other communities. So what you have is really a blessing to others. So we want to thank you very much for that. I'd like to introduce our students to you and our principals to you today. From Perris High School, our principal is Juan Santos, and our student is Jasmine Gomez. So Jasmine, if you want to stand up with your family, principal and mentor teacher, we'll give you a great round of applause. Congratulations. The California Military Institute, and our principal is Nicholas Milosalkovic. Am I saying that fairly right? Okay, good. And our student is Andrea Carolina Supina Estrada. If you would please stand, and your family and mentor teacher. Congratulations. From Paloma Valley High School, our principal Jennifer Thomason, and our student is Tyler Dennis Cobb. And your family and mentor teacher, all please stand. Congratulations. Our final school, Heritage High School, and our principal, Erica Tejeda. And our student is Andrea Gonzalez, and your family, all your family there, sisters, everybody, and mentor teachers, please stand. Congratulations to all of you. I'd like to introduce our volunteers because, as all of you know, you're only as good as the folks you surround yourself with. And this program, it's the same. We have amazing volunteers. They come mainly from the Perris Union High School District. So hurrah, there we go. So we want to introduce to you today our chairs, Anna Fetzner and Sarah Rico. So ladies in the back, thank you very much for all of the work that you do for our program. And our MC, when I am unable to be here, of course, is our superintendent, Grant Bennett. Mr. Grant, okay, there you are right in front of me. So thank you very much. I would now like to introduce the representatives of our Chamber of Commerce, and they're going to come forward and share a few words of congratulations. So from the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, we have Kirk Scorpanich. Okay, good. I'm doing really good this morning. And from the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, Tim Moore. So gentlemen, if you want to share on behalf of your chambers, that's awesome. Thank you. I'll do better next time.
That's okay. Everyone wants to sit up. Well, good morning. On behalf of the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, I just want to congratulate you for being here today. This is a huge honor. For a few of your families that I talked to and students that I spoke with, I said, you know, the Perris Union High School District has over 10,000 students, or nearly 10,000 students, and to be one of 4 students that are recognized this morning is a huge honor. huge. And that just goes to show how amazing you are as students and what wonderful students you are. And so on behalf of the business community, I want to congratulate you. I also want to encourage you. I know you're going to be doing great things moving forward and want to come back and contribute back to the communities of Perris and Menifee. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I didn't know. Good morning. I'm sure glad I got an easy name to pronounce and talk about. My name is Tim Moore. I'm president of the Chamber of Commerce in the city of Perris, also past commander of the VFW here in Perris. I want to congratulate all the students. My heart goes out to you guys. You do such a great job. It's the parents and the other parts of the family I feel sorry for that's got to put up with watch you do all that hard work and help you. It's really tough to progress to the level that you do. We can all talk about it all day long, and we do, and we respect you for doing that. Again, make it short, I hope you come back to the city of Perris, city of Menifee, and help support this area. We need all the help we can get. It's doing great, building great. We need good people. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to introduce some special guests that we have this morning. Julia Birch from the Menifee Boys and Girls Club. Miss Julia, where are you at? Maybe she hasn't arrived yet. And Stacy Gilliard with Student Venture. Miss Stacy, thank you. Appreciate you being here today. If you open up your program, you are going to see that we have a large list of sponsors. We have our breakfast sponsors. Of course, we have our dignitaries, we have gift sponsors, and on the very back, you're going to see all of our scholarship sponsors. So I'd like to introduce those that are here with us this morning. From Altura Credit Union, we have Karina Kokoletsi. So Ms. Karina, thank you very much. We're always glad to have you here. Thank you. From Azusa Pacific University, Nacheli Rodriguez. Thank you, Nacheli. From the city of Menifee, our council member, Matt Lessemeyer. Thank you, Matt. From the city of Perris, we have an amazing group of folks. We have our council member, Marciela Magana. Thank you, Marciela. And our city clerk, Nancy Salazar, and our assistant clerk, Judy Hani. So thank you, ladies. From CRNR, Ignacio Valdivia. We also have with us this morning from Perris Union High School District, we have our superintendent, Grant Bennett, Anna Fetzner and Sarah Rico, whom you've already met, Candace Rains, hi this morning Candace, Dr. Charles Newman, where's Dr. Charles? Not sure if I see him here yet, Joe Williams, and Kirk Korspanich, who wears multiple hats in this group this morning. So thank you all very much. From the Rotary Club of Perris, we have Dr. David Pyle. So thank you for being here. Also our superintendent of New View School District. And I believe, and where's Mike Behrens? There you are, Mr. Mike. Good to see you here from our Rotary Club of Perris. Sizzler Restaurants, and of course Tim Moore, our VFW Post 888. So let's give them all a great round of applause this morning. So we appreciate you all very much. Our scholarship program is pretty exciting. We have a scholarship close to $2,900 so far, and it's amazing how it will probably grow a little bit more even before our Student of the Year event. But let me just share with you how this works. All of our students that are selected for Student of the Month have the opportunity to compete to become Student of the Year for your specific school. So you will actually be competing against students from your own school site. And we have a special dinner that will occur in May. And the students that are selected for Student of the Year will attend that dinner. You will receive extra gifts as well from our sponsors and a very generous scholarship that you will be able to put towards the college of your choice. And so the chairs, Sarah and Anna, will be putting together these scholarship applications. They'll get them into your principal's hands. You will have a short amount of time to complete it, and be sure to turn it in according to the deadline date. And don't be afraid to completely answer all those questions, because the judges only know what you tell them. So even if your name might be in the newspaper for various things, or you think people already know the great things that you do, guess what? The judges may not know anything about you, and that's the idea. So you get to tell them all about you. And then the applications will be judged, and then a student will be selected from each school for this particular dinner. So it's quite a generous award, and we look forward to going through all those applications. So I'd like to introduce the scholarship sponsors that are here today. And we have with us John and Linda Denver right over here. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. We have Brady LeBlanc from Les Schwab Tire Center in Perris. So Mr. Brady in the back. We also have Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce. So Kirk, thank you very much for all of the support from the Chamber. We have PUMA, which is Perris Union Management Association, with Hector Gonzalez. Thank you, Hector. And we have VFW Post 888, Mr. Tim Moore. Thank you. And so we greatly appreciate all of our scholarship sponsors. At our Student of the Year event, you will receive some special gifts from CR&R and Costco, and so we're very excited about the special things that they will be providing to you. We'd like to introduce our dignitaries to you now, and they're going to come and share a few words of congratulations, and Sarah will prepare your certificates that you will show off, and then the rest of the certificates will be found in their gift bags for the students. So from the City of Perris, our Council Member Marciela Magana. From the City of Menifee, Council Member Matt Leisemeyer. From Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez's office, Cynthia Bennett. From Assemblyman Jose Medina's office, Cesar Gomez. And Senator Richard Roth's office, Alti Holcomb. And Senator Mike Morell's office, Tyler Ferrari. From U.S. Congressman Mark Takano's office, Tyler, that's where I messed up, Tyler Ferrari. I have you down twice. And County Supervisor Jeff Hewitt, Barry Bush. And from the Perris Union High School District, concluding our remarks, will be our Superintendent Grant Bennett. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Maricela Magaña. I am a proud Perris High graduate. Yay! And I'm also serving as Mayor Pro Tem for the City of Perris. And on behalf of the Perris City Council and the City Clerk, I'm here to present the Students of the Month with this really neat certificate. I know that this certificate doesn't amount to all the hard work and all the dedication and all your efforts that you put into this moment, but I hope you truly enjoy it. It's not every day where we have all of these stakeholders here just to celebrate you, the students, and it's not every day where your good work is noticed. So I commend you for it. You've set up a great foundation for your future, and I just encourage you to keep on pushing, working hard, and achieve your wildest dreams. So thank you so much, and I'm so happy to be here to celebrate with you all. Thank you.
Well, good morning again. I'm Matt Leisemeyer, Menifee City Council. You know, it's a tremendous honor to be here today because, you know, so often in my world and today we hear about all the negative things happening in our country and in the world. And to take the morning to hear from, you know, you all and your families about the great things that you're doing, it's really a tremendous honor. I really love being here. Unfortunately, with work, it's hard to be here all the time. So, again, it's a tremendous honor. And on behalf of the City Council, we're all very proud of you. We have, you know, certificates that you'll probably lose, which is perfectly fine because you've got great things to do with your life. So, again, on behalf of the Menifee City, the entire Menifee City Council, congratulations to you all. We're very proud.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Bennett, and I am here on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. And on behalf of the Assemblywoman, I just want to wish you congratulations and present you with these certificates from our office for Student of the Month. You are without a doubt the rising stars of your generation, so I wish that you will have success and that you can be proud of that success, and that you can also be grateful for the people who get you to those successes. So again, on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez, congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cesar Gomez, and I'm here on behalf of California State Assembly Member Jose Medina. And on behalf of the Assembly member, it is my pleasure to congratulate all the students that are here being recognized for this month's Student of the Month. We wish you the best for future success. Congratulations.
Well, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Senator Richard Roth, it is my honor and my privilege to present certificates of recognition to the students being honored here today. We also want to go a little bit further and thank the teachers, staff, and administrators for assisting in ensuring student success. So again, congratulations, and we wish you the very best.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tyler Ferrari. I'm from the office of State Senator Mike Morrell. It's such a pleasure to be here this morning, and I want to congratulate all the students. You guys have all worked so hard throughout high school, and you're going to work even harder in college. And I just want to thank the parents for all the great work that you've done raising amazing kids, raising kids with such bright futures. And I know the Senator is very appreciative of having so many community members to come together and care about the future of our children and where they're going to be in life. So on behalf of the California State Senate, I want to present you with this certificate also, congratulating you for your academic achievement and wishing you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you, guys.
Good morning, I'm Barry Bush. I'm with Supervisor Jeff Hewitt's office, and see if I can get his name right both times. I'd like to congratulate all the students of the month. You've done a fantastic job working hard to get here. You only have a couple more months. Keep working hard. Have a good time. The parents, congratulations to you. Keep their nose to the grindstone. And students, do me one more favor. Make sure and carry your friends the rest of the way to the finish line too, okay? And have a great time. Congratulations.
Well, good morning. I get a kind of a double or triple treat. I get to represent U.S. Congressman Mark Takano. He sends his congratulations and a certificate recognizing you for the great achievement. So that's one hat I wore. I also get to represent Dr. Judy White, our County Superintendent of Schools. Her representative had to take off, so we want to make sure that she's honoring you also and thanking the parents and the family for all they do to help the kids. Now I'm the superintendent for the Perris Union High School District. We're very proud of all the students that we have within our district, that we have kids doing such wonderful things. Today is just a kind of the epitome of what we have going on in our district. These great students that are just working so hard in the classroom and out on campus doing other things. It's so important to be able to honor the kids because we see so much in the newspaper of negativity about education and things like that. But when we get to show off these kids that are doing such great things, it makes you realize why you go to work every day. The students, you heard all those. You see the gift baskets you got and all these people coming here to talk to you. You get a great opportunity. You get to write out thank you cards to all the sponsors and the people here today. And that means, when I say handwritten, that means no Chromebook, printing out little things and sticking them in the envelopes. That doesn't work. Then you're probably asking, oops, I'm dropping things, throwing them around over here. How am I going to know who to send them all to? Well, we have a 3-page list of sponsors and elected officials that are helping us support this program. So you're going to get to do that. Then you're probably saying, well, it's 50 cents an envelope to mail them. That's going to cost a lot of money. The district will pick up the cost of that. You fill out your thank you cards, give it to your principal, and the district will take care of the cost. And the last thing I'd like to do is I want to thank the parents for all the support they've given the students. They couldn't have reached today without your support and helping them along the way. So congratulations to the parents also. And thank you very much. We're glad everyone could show up today. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant, and thank you for all of our dignitaries for sharing. We appreciate that. As Grant was saying, with those thank you notes, you're going to receive these amazing gift bags, and they're out in front. And inside those bags are a lot of fun things. You might even have to do a little jogging around your high school football field just to burn off some calories, because you're going to be going to a lot of restaurants, and you're going to have some swag from the city of Menifee. You get some great swag from the city of Perris. You get some great swag. And New Life Fellowship, Pastor Ted Norton, he's going to give you a Bible. And from the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, you get some more swag. And from the VFW, you get a certificate, so you can do a little bit of shopping. Reflections Christian Fellowship has a great Bible promise book for you. And you're going to go get to enjoy some great food. Come back here to Sizzler. Temecula Olive Oil Company is going to give you a gift certificate so you can go to their olive oil ranch. And Bechet Enterprises has Corner Bakery, Denny's, and Jack in the Box, so you're going to definitely eat some good food. Carl's Jr., Firehouse Subs in Temecula, In-N-Out Burger, Jersey Mike Subs, Lake Elsinore Storm, that means you get to go to a baseball game. Richie's Diner, owned by my mom. You get to go on a little horseback riding event, which will be a lot of fun. Texas Roadhouse, and some movies. So you're going to have a lot of fun being Student of the Month. So those bags, you don't want to forget it here, because I might take it and use it all. So now we're going to go on to the presentation of our students, and we have a little protocol that I'll share with you. And this is really a time of sharing. We're going to hear great examples of character on how the students make a difference. And so when you all come forward, the principal will stand right behind the podium, and we'll have about a minute. The teacher will have about a minute, and the student will have about 2.5 minutes. And so the order of the speaking will be our principal, the student, then the mentor teacher, and then the parent. And so students, when you share, you will introduce your family and your guests. You'll introduce your mentor teacher. You'll share a little bit about your college and career goals and about your current life on campus. And then we want you to answer one or more of the following questions, and they are: what do you believe is your greatest contribution to your school, community, or family? Or what do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college? Or how do you plan on giving back to our community or paying it forward? Or the final question, share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle that you have overcome. And so when you start to answer one of those questions, or even more than one of those, you may say an obstacle that I've overcome is, or the greatest life lesson I've ever learned is. That way we'll know that you've answered the question. And then your teacher will share a few words, and then one of your family members will conclude the remarks. So when you do come forward, we'll have the principal here, mentor teacher here, student right over here, and family. And you all want to be shoulder to shoulder, because our great group of video technicians and camera folks from Paloma Valley High School are videotaping. They will edit, and it will be able to air on our local cable TV stations. So we want to make sure everybody is in the camera as well. So with that, we are going to begin with Perris High School. So if you look on your program, we have Perris High School, then the California Military Institute, Paloma Valley High School, and we'll conclude with Heritage High School. I'll leave the program on the podium so that principals, you'll know who you will call forward. But let's welcome Perris High School and our principal, Juan Santos. And there is a little package of tissue, because we do like to share tears of joy and a little bit of laughter with you. So there you go. Thank you. Stay up here together. So you're going to be right here, and Mom and Dad, you're going to be right here, and you're going to be right. So everybody wants to see you. See you. Okay, so this is the setup. All right, we're good to go.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for honoring our amazing students here within our district. I want to introduce to you Jasmine Gomez, who is the Perris High School Student of the Month for this particular month. And one of the things that came across as we were kind of gathering information and talking about Jasmine was her quiet and her quiet nature in terms of where she's been. She's real quiet in 9th grade, and she's come out of her shell a lot. And so her grade point average reflects a lot of the work that she's been doing in the classroom, but she pays attention to details, and she's very attentive. And if you know those people that sometimes sit in the classroom and they're pretty quiet, they're paying attention to everything that's going on. And so there's a lot of things that she's been able to kind of pick up. And this is her moment where she's going to be able to receive the rewards for being such a great student. So overall, she has a grade point average of a 3.6. The last semester, she was able to get a 4.0. She wants to study nursing. That's something that she just kind of decided that she wants to do as she's getting closer to graduation. And one of the things that in speaking to her mom, I asked her, is she quiet at home as well? And she said, no, she's not quiet. She sings and dances and does all kinds of things. So she doesn't know this, but I'm going to give her the microphone so you guys can hear her singing voice. I'm just kidding. But with that, I'd like to introduce to you Jasmine Gomez, who is our Student of the Month at Perris High School. So.
Good morning. My name is Jasmine Gomez, and I'm a senior at Perris High School. When I graduate, I want to go to RCC study nursing. The one thing that I admire about myself is to not give up and that I'm a hard worker. One thing that I learned in high school was to never give up and always try my best and push myself in. And I want to thank my parents for supporting me and always being by my side. And I also want to thank my teacher, Mr. McDonough, for nominating me for Student of the Month. Thank you.
Introduce.
Oh, this is Mr. McDonough, and these are my my parents, my mom and my dad.
Well, I'm Matt McDonough. I've had the pleasure of working with Jasmine for coming up on 4 years now. And I can tell you, she is a dream student. She's exactly the kind of student that makes being a teacher rewarding, exciting, and worthwhile. Watching her grow over the last 4 years has been phenomenal. And, you know, her desire to go into nursing, it fits her perfectly because of her kind heart. And I know she's going to do amazing things. So, Jasmine, congratulations. You are a very deserving young lady.
Hi, my name is Luis Gomez, and I'm the parent of Jasmine. And what I can say is I'm proud of her, and I thank God for the teachers, for all the help she's been getting, and for all this. I wasn't expecting this, but it feels good. Thank you, and God bless.
Next, we'd like to introduce the principal of California Military Institute, Mr. Nicholas Miloslavljevic, sorry, and student Andrea Carolina Chupina Estrada. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Everyone's getting a practice in pronouncing unusual last names this morning, so we'll keep it going for a little bit. But no, I think it speaks to the strength of our community. We are a very diverse community, and there's strength in that. And we appreciate and value that. And so I think I just want to say thank you on behalf of CMI to Sally and all of the sponsors who've made this event truly a special event. It is unique to be able to have a platform like this where we can celebrate amazing students like Andrea here this morning. In speaking with Andrea, I have to say we have some things in common. Both of us were born overseas. I came here when I was a little boy. Talking about overcoming adversity, I don't know if there's a greater adversity than being placed in a new country, not speaking the language, and not knowing anything about the customs of the land, so to speak, and having to negotiate all of that and to be here. In fact, we've had amazing students in the last several months who we presented here to you, but we've saved the best for last. Andrea is, in fact, our class number one for 2019. And so very, very proud of her for that. Speaking of overcoming adversity, I remember I think I was about 12, 13. We just arrived to Chicago over from Europe, and we went to buy some groceries. First time buying groceries, and I remember screaming in the store, and my parents racing over to see what happened. They thought I was injured, and all I was trying to say is I've never seen this many variety of chips in my life. So what I'm trying to say is truly, in all seriousness, there is no land like this. There truly isn't. This is a unique place. I'm reminded of it every single day, and I know Andrea is as well. There are a few countries in the world where one can truly come from a completely another place and reach their fullest potential. And I just really appreciate what we've created here. I'm honored to be part of that, and I know Andrea is as well. And so, enough about all of that. Let me just say this. Talking about service, Andrea has something that you see on her uniform here, and we talk about service here all the time. Andrea has excelled, and not just academically, but also in terms of service. She has received a number of different trainings that we offer through our program, California Cadet Corps. But one of them that I'm particularly proud of is that she has completed CERT training. That's Community Emergency Response Training, and that is what that green paracord on her uniform represents. We have 3 of those teams at CMI, and I'm particularly proud of the service and the training that she has received. I will end there, and I will turn the floor over to Andrea. Again, thank you for being here, Andrea. Proud of you.
Good morning. I'm Andrea Chupinas. You guys have heard a few times now. And with me, I brought my dad. Unfortunately, my mom and my mentor teacher could not come today due to not being able to get out of prior engagements that they had. So, as you guys heard, I am from a different country. I came here when I was about 4 years old from Guatemala with my family, which was my brother, my mom, and my dad. I grew up kind of separated and alone for the fact that we didn't really have much family. In total, when I was smaller, I had 10 whole family members, 6 of which were outside of the 4. That was my little nuclear family. And for me, it was pretty fun at that time, but it became difficult once my grandparents left and my uncles moved away, for the fact that sometimes it seems that America isn't kind in a way that you don't really have a sense of unity within like your neighborhood, and when you don't have a lot of family here, it's kind of hard to be involved in things outside of your house and your school. So I felt a little alone, and during that time my mom was also studying, and my dad was working overtime almost 7 days, well, every day of the week, in order to help support us and so that we could get ahead. And once my mom graduated and she began working, it was difficult because my brother moved out of the house and my parents both worked night shifts, and I was left somewhat alone. But during that time, I learned something that I feel is going to help me throughout my entire life, which is that in order to become a better person and to keep growing, you have to learn how to adapt. And to me, adaptation means that you put more into what you do, not necessarily expecting to receive any recognition for it. For example, at home, I began helping my mom cooking and doing the housework and everything, so that on the days that my dad did have off, he could just relax and we can spend time as a family, and my mom could also focus on studying or work because it was difficult for her doing the night shift. And I also implemented this ideology of adaptation into my coursework, sports, and even socially, because I wanted to be able to project kindness in a time that I felt wasn't kind for myself. In a time that I felt alone, I wanted to help other people feel as if they had someone. So a teacher of mine noticed this, and he invited me to become part of CMI's Link Crew, which helps freshman students kind of become involved in the school and somewhat be a mentor to them. It has allowed me to leave an impact and grow as a person with the current freshmen and also with the other Link leaders. And I would wish and hope to continue being part of this program in whatever university that I end up in, or a program, not necessarily Link Crew, but a program like that brings people together and spreads kindness, because with kindness, it's what really brings the community together. Without kindness, we cannot see ourselves as being connected with one another. And I would really like to be part of something like that for the rest of my life, even if it's in the smallest way possible. I hope to go to UC San Diego for bioengineering because another hope of mine is to help I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. So another hope of mine is to be able to help the community through health, because what bioengineering does is it helps innovate medical research and science and all kinds of stuff. I don't know exactly where I'm going to end up within medical research, but I know that I want to help build a healthier and happier community wherever I am, possibly here. And I would like to thank you guys for allowing me to be here, and I would also like to thank everyone that helped bring this event together for the other students and for myself. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day.
Well, good morning, everybody. I wasn't really prepared for this. However, the best thing that I can say is thank you very much, Sally, for organizing all this, all the dignitaries that are here and those representing them too, especially CMI. I cannot stress enough how grateful I am for the big opportunity they're giving to my daughter. Well, she says she wants to do something for the community. However, I have a promise that whenever she develops the fountain of, ever youth, she's gonna bring that to me first. Then you can get it, okay? So thank you very much. And I know every single parent here today can feel the same way that I feel. So proud that it cannot be, expressed in words. So thank you very much for all that.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Dad. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium the principal of Paloma Valley High School, Miss Jennifer Tomasian, and her family and students. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you everybody for being here, and thank you the sponsors for supporting our students. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Tyler Cobb. Tyler is an overall fantastic student. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.9, which is near perfect. He's taken multiple AP honors, dual enrollment courses, and really shined academically. This year, he's also served as our drum major in the band, supporting our students, leading our students. And over when I talk to teachers about Tyler, the words that come up are hard work and dedication, where he just quietly serves others, pushes others, does what needs to be done. We all live here. We know how hot it gets here in July and August. And I remember looking out of my office window, and I could see Tyler leading the band kids through a run through campus, and it's 110 degrees, and they're, running in step. And He just really epitomizes what we ask all of our Wildcats to be, and so I am so proud to introduce Mr. Tyler Cobb.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tyler. I'm 18 years old, and I attend Paloma Valley High School. These are my parents, Mike and Sandy, brother Travis, and my grandmother Peggy. I would also like to introduce and thank my AP psychology teacher, Ms. McCulloch, for being here today. Also, I'd like to thank Ms. Tomasian and the staff at Paloma for this tremendous honor, as well as the Perris and Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce for creating an event like this to show off students in our schools. And one last thank you to the sponsors for their donations for this event. Last year in May, I became the drum major of the marching band at Paloma. If you don't know what a drum major is, it's the person who stands in front of the entire band and conducts and leads them. That went on for 6 months. Last August, I interviewed and was selected to be a part of the Youth Advisory Committee in Menifee, which is a community and public service organization for youth. I was selected for my leadership, teamwork, and my commitment to my community. Prior to these two events, when I was 4 years old, I had developed a disability. My disability had affected the way I spoke for the longest time. For over a decade, I had a speech impediment. And most of you are probably thinking, well, that's not really a big deal. But for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know how much of a struggle it is to have a simple conversation with someone, to speak to a group like this, to read out loud, to voice your own opinions. Many people with speech impediments have other disabilities as well. Some people develop it from depression or anxiety and things like that. Mine was developed from anxiety. Like I said, this affected me all throughout my life. I couldn't give a presentation without being embarrassed. I couldn't walk into a class without looking at the ground, thinking that people were possibly judging me for the way I spoke. Nobody asks for their life to be this way. I would ask God, why me? Why does my life feel like I'm in a never-ending spiral when everyone else feels like they're having a grand old time? Surprisingly, my speech did not affect me academically or socially. I got excellent grades all throughout school. I put in a lot of effort, just not a lot into my speech. When junior year came around, however, my whole speech impediment issues changed. As I said, I became the top drum major of my band. And if you don't know the duties of what a drum major does, it's very intensive. Just picture this, you're 17 years old, in charge of nearly 130 students at all times in your rehearsals. When the director wasn't there, I was the director. I made the decisions. I had to take part in conflicts and resolutions. I was the teacher. I had the opportunity to change the program, and that's what I did with my team. This meant staying up late, making plans for the next day, things like that. For about 15 to sometimes 30 hours a week, I had to stand in front of my peers and adults and use my voice and speak. I learned how to communicate effectively, speak publicly, to have teamwork, time management, and leadership. And most of all, I learned what strength is. Because the struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. For over a decade, life was a struggle for me. But today, this award to me feels like I've seen my tomorrow. I've met my goals, and of course, this could not have been done without my family, friends, teachers, and God. For being a drum major to being a part of the Youth Advisory Committee, I was able to graduate from my speech training classes. I hope this speech gives back to others that everything you'll ever want in life is on the other side of fear. That your disabilities do not define you as a human being. To tell you all the truth, when Miss Tomasian had told me I've been chosen for this award, I went to the band room and cried. I was joyful, of course, but I was scared to speak in front of all of you today. But I'm a human being, and everyone struggles with something in their life. And if you're someone today who is struggling, just remember that you're being prepared for the time you still have for the life you're meant to live. And the struggles you have today and the fears you have today will surpass. They will give the ability to prepare you for what's ahead, as I have learned. To finish off, this fall I will be attending California Baptist University. I plan on studying political science. After I will become a teacher and plan to run for some kind of political office position in the near future. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Melinda McCulloch. I have the great honor of being the person that nominated Tyler. I'm a little choked up right now. That was an amazing speech. Congratulations, Tyler. The one thing I would like to say about Tyler to highlight, you've learned a lot about him today, but he is an amazing mentor and he's an amazing influence to his peers, not only in the classroom, on campus, in band, but also in his youth advisory committee. He's beginning a mental health program awareness for that committee, and he's just doing great things. So congratulations, Tyler.
Hi, I'm Mike. On behalf of his mother, Sandy, his brother, Travis, and his grandmother, Peggy, that was a hard speech for me to listen to. Watching where he came from to where he is now is a tremendous feat for him. I couldn't be any prouder. His mother couldn't be any prouder. There was a lot of the hours over the years where I was gone working different shifts and things of that sort, and his mother and grandmother stood by his side and kept him moving, kept him going on. So they took care of him academically as far as making sure he understood what he was doing. He's always been pretty good academically, but it was just getting him over the little bumps in the road that kept occurring. And so to see the grown man that I have next to me now, and to see this chapter of high school coming to an end, and his adulthood in college and life moving on, I couldn't be any more prouder. So thank you very much to everybody that is part of this program, the sponsors, the educators, things of that sort. This is an absolute treat for us as his parents. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Principal of Heritage High School, Miss Erica Tejeda.
Stand next to me. Hi, good morning. Congratulations to all of our students. You are amazing. And like Mr. Skorpanich said, we have well over 3,000 students in our district, and here you all are being recognized today. So congratulations to all of you. 5,000 students, thank you. How many? 10,000. It's a good thing I can read lips this morning. But 3,000 is heritage, so I'm going to focus on my school. Okay, there we go. Thank you. We're done. No. I would like to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible and recognizing our students and all of their hard work, as well as their parents. Today, it is quite an honor for me to recognize and introduce Miss Andrea Gonzalez. Andrea has a 3.8 GPA. She is an AVID. She's the ASB president. She's in media arts, varsity tennis, NHS. She's part of the morning announcements. And this young lady would like to go to UCR and then transfer to USC. Sorry, Ms. Tomasian. Oh, that's a good one? Okay, good. And she would like to be a sports analyst, which is amazing. So when I called Andrea to my office and explained to her kind of, you're a student of the month and I'm so proud of you, congratulations, who do you want to invite? She really struggled because International Women's Month, look at all these powerful young women that are next to her and her baby brother, but she is the oldest of 3. And it is so important for her to be a role model to her siblings. That resonated over and over. To be a strong role model for her sisters, to let them know and pave the way for them and her family that girls can do it and are very successful. Andrea is very highly regarded at our school. Month after month, she is nominated for Student of the Month by various teachers. And she is, I always think of Sally, and she thinks of words for students and what resonates. And Andrea is hungry. She's hungry to better herself. She's hungry to be the role model. She's hungry to leave her legacy. She is willing to go above and beyond and share her passion of what it is to be a legacy student at Heritage with everybody she interacts with. So she's a wonderful example of who our students are and what they should be. So without further ado, Miss Andrea Gonzalez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea Gonzalez, as you all know. I'm representing Heritage High School. Along with me, I brought some very special people. My beautiful, loving mom, Alejandra Gonzalez. My second best friend and personal makeup artist, my little sister, Ailea Gonzalez. The sweetest girl, yet best Fortnite player, my other sister, Ailele Gonzalez. And the prettiest little princess, my littlest sister, Abigail Gonzalez. And yes, the only boy, Gavino Gonzalez, who just turned 1 on Monday, so celebrating that. My dad, who is out of town, couldn't be here today, but as you can tell, I have a really large family. I told myself I wasn't going to cry, but
Sally had prepared us.
Thank you, Sally. Okay, I'm trying to dab it. Okay. With their support and endless love, I have accomplished so much, and I plan to accomplish so much more. I plan to attend UCR and transfer after 2 years to USC, majoring in broadcast journalism, and plan to one day hopefully become the news analyst for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I've always had a passion for baseball and talking in front of many people sorry. Even when I was young, I would talk through a cardboard box, which was my TV, and I would make my grandpa change the channel. And then I would change and start acting into different channels as I would speak in Spanish and it would be Univision, or I would be a host, or it would just change. But of course, with whatever life throws at me, I plan to pursue what makes me happy and always make sure that I do what I love. I could describe how I'm the ASB president, Media Arts Club president, in Avid, played varsity tennis all 4 years, was the NHA secretary, do the morning and audio announcements, but these things don't really show who I am as a person. I am more than just my positions that I am, but these positions are my passions and the reasons why I have grown so much as a person. Everything I've done in my high school career was simply because I was passionate about it. And yes, it's been hard managing my time, balancing with schoolwork, and I do it because I love it and I want to be the best version of myself that I possibly can be. I know I have a long way to go, but with the help, love, and support of these individuals that I brought here today, I know I can accomplish anything. I plan to keep that same mindset through college and the rest of my life. I learned to always pursue what I love and that I can accomplish anything with these people by my side. I know I will become a strong, successful, independent Latina woman. With that being said, I want to thank all the generous sponsors, my loving family, and supporting teachers for this opportunity and experience that I'll never forget. For without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you all.
Oh no, wait, sorry, I lied. It's you.
Good morning, everybody. We were going to duke it out over who was going to come, but Ms. Tejeda was gracious enough to let us both come with Andrea to be here with her today. I'm her ASB advisor, and I've been her teacher for 4 years. You can see I love her very much. It's all escaping through my eyeballs this morning, all that love. About 4 years ago, a counselor came up and said, I have a student, she's coming from out of the district area, and she really wants to join ASB. Will you take her application? We know it's a little bit late, but she just got here. And in a little bit of hesitation, because I had already had 12 candidates running for 6 positions, I still accepted it. And that year, she just blew me away, even as a freshman. And she's continued to grow and just develop, and not just herself, which I know she talked about all of the things that she's involved in at school, but she puts in so many hours dedicating them to other people and to the service of others. And I think she definitely missed that part in her speech, because she dedicates. I honestly couldn't even calculate the number of hours she has spent at Heritage High School between all the clubs and things and sports that she's involved in addition to ASB. And I know Mr. Calentar can probably attest to the same thing, which I will let him do in just a second. But Andrea, you are a fantastic young lady, and I'm so happy to be here today. And I know that we'll continue to be friends beyond the teacher and student relationship once you graduate, and I just can't wait to see where you go in life. And I'm so happy and proud of you.
Good morning, everybody. It is truly a privilege to be here to talk to you about Andrea. We started a program 2 years ago, Media Arts, and we really wanted to grow into something different, something new and exciting. And without her, we wouldn't be able to have what we have today. I know she talked about passion, and Ms. Garcia talked about dedication as things that I wanted to talk about. And these are things that Andrea exudes as far as her passion, but it's also her enthusiasm that she brings with everything that she does on campus. Little does she know, not only is she like leading our students in our program and the school, but it's also going to far surpass the years that she's here, and she's setting the standard for everybody in years to come. So I'm truly honored, and I'm truly excited to see where life takes you, and I can't wait to hear about it. So congratulations.
Hello everyone, I'm Alejandra Gonzalez, Andrea's mom, and on behalf of my husband, who unfortunately couldn't make it, he's in a business trip, I would just like to share the impact Andrea has brought to me in my life. I feel very honored and blessed to be Andrea's mom. While being a mother at 19, I doubted my abilities on motherhood. Since my husband's mom always worked and he was raised by his grandma, we both decided that I was gonna be a housewife. He wanted me to always be there for her and eventually all my kids. Since I could remember and that I was very independent while being an only child for 4 years. On her first day of kinder, she waved to us goodbye without shedding a tear. My husband recorded her waving goodbye, and I cried so much. I saw my baby growing right in front of my eyes. Andrea is very passionate, always loves to help others, putting herself last. She enjoys life, her laughs, and a great sense of humor. She's a great role model to her sisters and brother. Knowing my daughter, I'm positive that she will become whatever she decides to be in life. I only pray to God that she continues on the right path. I know I may not be the perfect mom, but seeing Andrea, I definitely did something right. She truly is my right hand. I can't even imagine the day she heads out to college, which I know she's gonna be accepted to, the one she hopefully gets. And I'll be crying like her first day of kinder. Thank you, and I appreciate all the sponsors. I'm so blessed and couldn't believe this is so nice. You guys took all this time and effort, and I feel bad because my husband couldn't make it, but we're a very united family, and we just hope, more kids do this because it's a blessing, truly a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'll pass it back to you, Sally. Thank you so much.
Well, I left my tissues up here at the podium, so I had to use my napkin today. But thank you all for sharing. I know that it's not always easy to share, sometimes even just amongst the people you know, but let alone an entire room. But I always like to think at the end of Student of the Month, we all know each other, at least we've all been introduced to everybody now. And so I want to thank you very much for that. I'd like to introduce our video folks, and they are all from Paloma Valley High School. Roxy Barnett is our technical director. So Roxy, raise your hand back there behind the camera. There you go. Elijah Spence, audio mixer, also back there as well. And Jordan Massey, where's Mr. Jordan operating a camera? Mr. Jordan. And Caleb Dutzman, also camera. Where's Mr. Caleb? Hello there. And Dylan Torres, camera. That must be you. Yes. Okay, very good. So we also want to thank Randy Hughes, our video guru from Paloma Valley High School. Mr. Randy Hughes, come over here so we can all say hello and give you all a great round of applause. Very good. So they will be editing this breakfast and putting it on a DVD so that you can all have one for your family memories. And so now I'd like to just share a few words. I take copious notes of things that you all say and just have just a few words of that I wrote down that were spoken about you. So Jasmine, if you want to stand.
I'm going to Miss
Jasmine, you know, looked at you, watching you, saw you come in this morning, and I see you as this very sweet, humble, shy young lady that is this tremendous and powerful, quiet leader. And I wrote down, I put little singing notes alongside your name because you sing. And I have a lot of admiration for those that are in the musical field, and so that's neat that you sing. And the fact that you want to be a nurse, and when you talked about the lessons that you've learned is never giving up and always trying your best, giving the best of yourself to everything that you're involved in. And I also wrote down the word humble, because as they were talking about you being kind-hearted and a dream student, I'm thinking you're also very humble because you didn't share a whole lot about yourself. I feel like there's still a lot more that we could learn about you today, but just knowing that in what was shared about you, I just see you as being a very thoughtful young lady, a person that's going to have a tremendous impact on others around you, so congratulations to you. So, Andrea Shupina, if you want to please stand. Good morning to you. And I was very impressed with you and what you had to say, and your father and your family. And knowing that you came from another country, from Guatemala at 4 years of age, and having to learn all that you have learned. And it's neat that your principal has shared a similar experience in his life. It gives a lot of camaraderie and the things that you can share and be appreciative that you've experienced in our great country. I like the fact that you are serving our country today as this wonderful cadet, and that you have this desire to be able to serve others. And learning how to you talked about adapting to all of your situations, and knowing that no matter what you go through, that you can persevere, you are going to adapt, you're going to make your situation the best that you can make it. And the fact that you want to be able to turn around and be able to help others and come alongside others and be able to help them in similar situations as well. And even though you talked about being alone, at the same time you have learned to take that situation and grow through it, which I think is really quite phenomenal, and how you want to be a mentor, and what you want to be has happened because you have taken those challenges and you've turned it into strengths. And in that, I wrote down the word connected, because you definitely are connecting others and bringing people together so that they would also feel included and feel very special. So I know you're going to do quite well and be very successful. So congratulations to you. Mr. Tyler, the drum major. So I am so excited. I admired your talk. It was outstanding. And I got a little teary-eyed with everyone, and I had a little tear in my eye over you because I had one of my daughters had a challenge. It wasn't so much a speech impediment, but it came out in speech because she would read the lines on a paper and her eye would bounce from one line to like the top line to the bottom line. And so when she would speak, it was very choppy. And so it took many years to get over that, and I know what she felt like, so I can only imagine what you must have felt like. And yet today, look at, you would never know. You have totally overcome that situation, and I appreciate your mentioning of God and your fears, and how you were able to take that challenge, that anxiety that you felt with that, and you were able to turn it around into a completely positive and victorious situation. And it is going to be incredible how you are going to come alongside other young people that have had a similar situation, and you can show them, we can get through this. I got through this. And you had faith, you had perseverance, you had determination with that. You're not being boastful of it, but you're able to share that particular situation, and how you talked about your weaknesses become your strengths. And in your particular case, it did, and it shines through, and I can just see the blessings that is brought to your family in that particular situation. So congratulations to you, and I'm excited that a man of your caliber is going into politics, because we need somebody that has perseverance, that's strong, and that wants to do the right thing. So congratulations to you. And our very last student, Andrea, the tennis queen. I was the tennis coach at the Linfield Christian School for my daughters, and I was only the coach because they didn't have a team and my daughters wanted to play, so they taught me how to coach. So there you go. But it's a wonderful sport. It has a lot of independence to it, as well as teamwork and determination, and so that's an amazing sport to be in. I'm excited about your wanting to be a broadcaster for the LA Dodgers. That will be very exciting, and that you are taking those gifts and talents that God has given you and you're using them today. I loved your sisters up here and your younger brother, and just how you introduced them, and I can already see the gifts and talents that you have creating your own way of broadcasting, and just how you do your presentation. I think it's going to be really a lot of fun, and we want to follow you most definitely. And the fact that you are a role model, and when your mom was talking, she says, you know, I want my daughter to be on the right path, and I know you will be on the right path, because that could be a tough path. There could be a lot of people wanting compromises in that field. But you know what? You are beautiful. You have a great foundation. You just stick to that, girl, and you are going to go way beyond anybody else, and you're going to be doing it correctly, doing it the right way. And I love how you want to, you're hungry to better yourself, and in that enthusiasm and your high standards, how you come around others. So congratulations to you. So at the very end, we get to listen to John Maxwell. He is a pastor, he's an author, he's a motivational speaker, and every morning we get a word. It's called Minute with Maxwell, and he has words sometimes that I think are just so perfect for our Student of the Month. So the word that we're going to listen to this morning is called best, and if you notice, many of the students and your mentor teachers talked about you being the very best. So here we go.
Ardith Deshay from Atlanta, Georgia, who's a counselor, said, John, on Minute with Maxwell, why don't you talk about the word best? Well, I would hope everybody that watches Minute with Maxwell would want to be best in the area of their giftedness and their contribution to others. I think there's something wonderful about having a bar of excellence that is high, and really taking pride in yourself and pride in your gifts and pride in your effort. To say, I don't want to be average, I don't want to be just the run-of-the-mill out there where everybody else is. I really want to achieve, I really want to be, I want to be best at something. Here's what I know, every person that is listening today, you are unique. You have a giftedness that is unique. Everybody that is listening can do something better than everybody else that's listening. Find out what that is, give it full-time effort, and strive to be best. Is there a better gift to give others than the very best of yourself, the very best of your gifts, the very best of your efforts? Thanks for being with us on Minute with Maxwell today.
That describes each one of you, and so we want to thank you very much for coming. Congratulations again. This community is so proud of you. That concludes our program. We're going to take some pictures, and Miss Sarah, are we going to do them indoors or outdoors? Wherever you are the picture queen. Okay, we'll go outside for pictures. We'll move the podium a little bit if you want to have a picture with your family and your mentor teacher behind our Student of the Month logo. So congratulations, and may God richly bless you. Thank you.